On this project, I received an area of 20 meters by 50 meters. I had two challenges. The first was that the synagogue is built on the floor -2, so there's no daylight or windows at all. The second challenge I had was that the left wall has a 30 degrees angle, and it causes every element in the ceiling or in the entire room to appear not straight. This makes it very difficult to decide where to place the center of the synagogue, because one of the most important things in the designing of a space is to give the person the feeling where the center of the room is. After I decided where the center of the space is, I added 3 rows of benches with the middle one in the center, and so the focus is drawn from the middle row directly to Aron Kodesh and continues to the center of the ceiling. After we solved the problem of the wall not being straight, we still have the second problem to change. The feeling that we are on floor -2, and those who come in should not feel that they're in a shelter under the ground. That's why we added unreal windows to the walls. This way it adds light and will give us the feeling of open space. I divided the windows on both sides so that the eye sees the right and left the same, with the same elements on both walls. I chose the marble on the walls and floor to be in a light color, and all the furniture to have an antique brown color. Between the windows, we added beautiful and delicate elements with wall lighting in the middle, which will add to the beautiful feeling of the design. I added lines to each side that cut the view across the ceiling, so that way the eye is drawn across the lines and you get the feeling of a straight structure. And so the ceiling straightens the wall in our eyes and it helps the symmetrical feeling of the space. In the center, I added a round and luxurious element, painted in gentle colors, and from it hangs a large gold chandelier exactly at the center of the space. I designed Aron Kodesh not to be part of the wall, but to stand on its own, in order to get the attention of the eye from anywhere in the Beis Medrash directly to the ceiling. It is built with 2 floors, with 3 columns coming out from each side, what gives it depth and uniqueness. In the center, there are 3 steps leading up to the vault and 3 steps above. I copied the lower part with Illuminated design with backlight in the middle. In the stand of the chazan and other furniture, I put the same central element as Aron Kodesh. And there is a snashim, we straightened the wall. And also here, because it's floor -1, I added fake windows, and I also added matching colors and elements. We also added an option to divide the space below with a folding wall to create an additional room for praying. On Shabbos, they could open up and be one big space. And finally, here are some more pictures of the designing for this building, and see you on the next video.